Okay, this is, I don't know, is it June 5th or June 6th? June 5th, it's Monday. You can see Jay, by LJ over there digging. We're digging the trench now because I've run out of funds. So he's just digging the trench from the corner of that boundary cement wall to over here, and then we're going to dig it straight on that side there, just for something for him to do to keep him employed, since I don't have funds for any materials right now. Just waiting for the money to come in. Same thing every month. And here at the house, you can see where we put the two stripes up to the house there, just for now until the time comes when we decide to put veneer up in the front on these places here. But right now we just got some additional stripes. Over here, once they had painted it, then the rain started, so it didn't get a chance to dry over there. So that's why you see all that messed up paint, so that's gonna have to be redone. The problem is it keeps raining like every other day, and the paint doesn't have time to really dry, so it bubbles up and then does that and whatnot. And in keeping with the tradition of problems always, when it rains, it leaks from that window here, and we're trying to figure out how the water gets into that window, and it leaks, and then when the rain stops, like a day and a half, the water just keeps leaking into the front floor in the house. A lot of water. It's like a slow but steady leak. So somewhere over here, that's why I want to go ahead and get the awning, put the awning up over here on this side, over here, to come out in this area here, probably all the way under there, to completely cover that window and to keep the rain from getting into it. And then, until we figure out another way where the water's coming in and how it's getting inside. We keep checking it out and we're not sure, but it gets inside and then it just has a steady leakage on the inside. You can see the discoloration, the orange paint here, and all this has got to be redone. And I'm not sure if it happened on the side here too. Not as much, but there's some spots over here. There's a couple of spots we're gonna have to touch up. Same thing. Rainy season hit us earlier this year than it did last year. Last year it didn't really get going until July. It did a little bit in June and stuff, but this year started in like the second week of May, up here in Zombalis where we're at. So we can't, it's hard to continue. The outside is from the leftovers from Saturday night when I buy the fellas brewskis. We put the bottles there. We got to go put that up somewhere, probably put it in the case in the back of my truck again. I just saw it sitting here. Haven't been getting out that much. You can see we cut the grass too. Brother Jay and Bon Jovi cut the grass with the weed eater. But as you can see, because it's raining, instead of it being brown, it's all green now and cutting back up. It takes them about a full week for two of them to cut and rake it. So as you keep hearing me say, I'm gonna get the lawnmower, bite the bullet. I got to get a decent one that can stand up to the property. Let's see here. So, and the screen door is completely messed up over there. We got the door open to get some air in the house, but the screen's just trashed. So what I've decided to do, since this door here is just crap and the one up there is not much better, our door, we're going to replace those eventually. I got to get a quote from K3R. We're going to go through K3R this time. So that's what we're looking at. And I got a lot of projects coming up. It just has to wait for the money to build up. And that's what we're going to do. What we've decided, Bon Jovi, by Bon Jovi, has gone back home to Kamaka. And when school lets out, Brother Jay and his family's going to go back to Kamaka too in July, I think, first week of July. So he's here until then. And then we're just basically going to stop work on the property, other than maybe getting the grass cut. Maybe we'll get James over here to cut the grass for us. But, and so I can start building up funds. I am weary of living from paycheck to paycheck, and that's what we've been doing, because we have our budget that we live on for the family expenses, and then we have the monies left over that pays one salary and for the materials for the projects we're doing. And it just seems like we get up to the last week of the month and we're pinching centavos, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to get a little nest egg built back up. So I have some retirement funds supposed to come. I don't know how much. I tell you, man, things are just terrible for me over here. I locked out of my retirement account because I'm overseas and don't take my overseas number. I locked out of Western Union because they're telling me to call. It's a mess. I tell you, it's a mess over here. I just need to spend a little time and find out a better way to do things than the way I have been doing. I was forbidden forever from PayPal because I tried to create an account from over here in the Philippines, and then I had a U.S. residence address that I maintain over there, and then it just caused confusion. They just permanently you're locked out forever. I'm like, well, it's just one thing after another for us, and then the leak in the window here. Just I'm not complaining, I'm not moaning, I'm not groaning, I'm not whining. I'm just telling you the facts. Murphy's Law. He's like that bad cousin. He just sticks with me. There's other things, we were trying to do and get done and accomplished, and it's just not working out. We just keep running into critters. It's just something else here. We'll get through this. Like I said, that's another reason I wanted to build up some funds. So, I'm not stressing to make, the last couple of days before the next paycheck comes in. You hear the thunder now. It's going to rain some more. That typhoon is long gone. It's probably dissipated by now. We got more rain from it before it came into the Philippine area of responsibility. And then once it gone out, and then we got more rain then, because basically while it was here, the rain was just not that much. But anywho, that's where we're staying here with Family La Jazz here in San Antonio, Zambales. The other thing too, Buffalo, I guess he followed me out on one of my morning walks. I saw him coming back when I shushed him back to the house over there by the highway, but I think he's crept out or something. Probably try to come up on somebody, and he's a friendly dog, but they didn't know that. I think they whacked him or something because he's got a bad sore leg, so we got him back in his pen right now so he's not hopping around on it too much. We let him out in the evening when it's night because he doesn't roam anywhere, but in the daytime we keep him there for now till he heals, and then once he fully heals, I'm gonna start taking him with me on my walks. I don't want him following me out anymore. All right, that's an update here. You can see the rain here, what it did over here. See, that's rain damage because the paint wasn't fully dry from once we painted it. It's just, so we're just gonna wait till we get at least a good week worth of sunshine in the forecast, and then we're gonna break out the paint again. All right, folks, that's just a little chitter chatter and ramble from La Rock. Got some stuff to pick up in the yard. Kids were playing in it. Things they just left laying out. Alrighty, ciao, bye.